Hi and welcome to my free training where I'm going to show you the 5 easy steps how to position yourself as the go-to authority in your industry. I will also be sharing the 3 biggest mistakes business owners do when it comes to positioning. So watch the video. I will walk you through the process how to get the right positioning by creating your solid business foundation, because that is where a lot of business owners fail. And the 5 easy steps will help you to create the solid business foundation that you know exactly who are you talking to, who do you want to attract, and how do you attract those people. Okay, so and also if you watch it till the end, I have another free gift for you at the end of the free training. So stay tuned, take a lot of notes, and whenever you have a question, write it down and send me an email or reach out to me on Facebook. Okay, and now enjoy the training. I'm going to share my screen and yeah, have fun. This webinar is for you if you're still quite new with your business and finally want to get into profits, or if you're with your business already for a year or even longer, but you don't really have enough customers, you don't have enough clients, or you're not building the team that you want to build in order to build a sustainable income. And you're not even clear about who is your ideal customer, client, or business partner. And also, if you feel like nobody's taking you serious with what you do and you kind of feel invisible online, so when you are, for example, on Facebook, when you're posting on Facebook, nobody's engaging, nobody's liking, nobody's commenting with your posts. So you feel like, nobody's seeing your post or nobody's interested in what you have to share. And also, you don't know how to communicate what you have to offer so that your message attracts the right people to you. So that means your message is too general and not specific enough, so that you're never ever speaking to anybody directly. Today you're going to learn how to stand out from the crowd and increase your sales and signups, how to find and attract your ideal customer, client, or business partner. It depends on what your business is about, okay? So for network marketing business, it's customers and business partners. For service-based business, of course, it's clients or also customers. Then you're also going to learn how to create your solid business foundation and why it is critical in order to position yourself the right way. And you're going to learn how to create and communicate your offer so that people want to buy from you. Okay, so now I just want to give you a little background about me. So why should you listen to me, and why am I able to share this training and the content with you today? So I'm born and living in Germany still. My husband is from Tobago, and we're planning on moving to Tobago this year. We've been married for 4 years, and we have a 2.5-year-old son. And before I was before I was a mindset and a business coach, I was a professional athlete for 17 years. So I was doing 100-meter hurdles and bobsleigh. I quit my career end of 2012, beginning like officially 2013. And I've always been my own boss. So while I was an athlete, I was doing what I loved. I got paid for it, and I traveled the world. So here you can see a few pictures, me hurdling, bobsledding, and at the victory ceremony that was in St. Moritz for the European Cup that we won. That was an incredible, an incredible experience. Then you see me in the mountains in Switzerland, in Kuala Lumpur, in Malaysia, in South Africa, and in India. So they were very special experiences, either competitions or training camps. So that was really an amazing time. And the whole thing, like, I always knew, even when I was an athlete, I always knew I'm meant for more. I wanted to have an impact in the world, and I wanted to live an extraordinary life on my own terms. I could never imagine to have a normal 9-to-5 job, to work for somebody else, and really depend on somebody, depend on a boss who tells me, yes, Judith, next week you can go on holiday, or something like this. I always wanted to be my own boss. And already during my sports career, I started working as a personal fitness trainer, because Munich is a very expensive city, the most expensive city in Germany. And the contract with the army, because I was in the sponsoring program of the army that ended. So I knew, okay, by end of 2009, I will have to have something that creates any form of income. And that's why I started out as a personal fitness trainer, because I was still studying. So I couldn't apply for a job, even if I wanted. And that was what I knew. I knew how to get fit, how to eat healthy, how to be motivated. That's why I started out. And I was doing this for 6 years until our son was born. So, and during this time, so roughly 4 years later, in 2013, I got introduced into network marketing, and I started my first network marketing business back then. And in these 3 years until September 2016, I made a lot of experiences. I added several income streams. I was doing everything that I was told to do, and I was doing a lot of things wrong. For example, I was cold messaging people, cold calling people, cold calling friends, or people that I haven't even talked to for about a year or even longer. Then I was posting all about my products, asking family and friends, and a lot of other things, and also I didn't really put in the work and effort to build a team, to really build a solid business, because I didn't know how to do it. And I was making some money. I started making some money, and somehow it was I lost some money as well, but I think it was kind of, with some businesses, kind of even. But altogether, in 2016, one business after the next one just crashed. And in September 2016, the last business crashed, and I was without any form of income. I hit rock bottom, and and I needed to apply and get support from the government, and we needed to go to the local food bank to have some food in the fridge, because the income that my husband was bringing home was just not enough to cover all the expenses we had, because we also had loans running. So that means I couldn't finish paying them. So we ended up also in 35 grand in debt. So nothing that I wish for anybody. And that was my turning point, or my first turning point. And I had two. So the first turning point was in September 2016, because then I knew I have to make some serious changes in the way how I treat my business. And I needed to start treating it like a business and not like a hobby anymore. So, and I knew I have to learn, I have to develop a new skill set, and all of that. So, and that's what I started from then. And and then in July 2017, last year, there was the second turning point, and that was when I decided to become an action taker and build momentum. Before this, I was learning, and I was trying things, but I didn't really build momentum, and I still wasn't making any money. So, and when I decided to really take action and to do something that creates momentum, then my business picked up, and I finally attracted the right people to me, and I finally started to produce an income again. So, and that's how it happened that in August 2016, I started my online business coaching. Since then, I worked and helped over 50 business mamas. I was doing challenges and webinars like this one now, and I'm on my way to 5-figure months. So, and if there's only one thing that I want you to learn from my story, then it's that you don't have to hit rock bottom before you start taking action. And also, it doesn't have to take 4 years until you finally have your breakthrough. And that means with a solid business foundation, something that you will learn in this webinar, you can change around everything in 90 days. Just having a sip of water. So I was doing a lot of things wrong, and now we can learn from my mistakes. Building and growing your business can be simple, when you know what you need to do and when you have the solid business foundation. So, and today I will show you how to develop a solid business foundation and position yourself as the go-to authority in your industry in 5 easy steps. When I was creating the webinar, I thought like, okay, hey, let's give a quick definition of positioning, so that you really see what is the definition and why it makes so much sense for your marketing as well. So the official definition of positioning is it's a marketing strategy that aims to make a brand occupy a distinct position relative to competing brands in the mind of the customer. Companies apply this strategy either by emphasizing the distinguishing features of their brand, what it is, what it does, and how, etc. Or they may try to create a suitable image, like if they're inexpensive or a premium product, if they are utilitarian or luxurious, etc., through advertising. Okay, and that's exactly what you need to be doing with yourself and your business as well, with your brand, with your positioning. Okay. So, but first, I want to give you the 3 most common mistakes business owners, small business owners, network marketers do. Mistake number 1 is you don't know who your ideal customer, client, or business partner is. That means you are marketing to everyone and so marketing to no one. Okay. And I hear this a lot, like when I ask clients or people I talk to, and I ask them, so who do you help? Who's your ideal customer? Who can really benefit from your product, from your service, what you offer? Then a lot of times I hear the answer, yeah, well, I can help everybody. Everybody can benefit from my products. And yes, that is true. But you can market to everybody. Okay. So because you need to speak differently to, let's say, a 35-year-old homeschooling mom of kids between, let's say, the age of 5 till 15, then you speak to like a 70-year-old retired man, So I hope you can already see this difference. Then mistake number 2, it's you're not clear about the one problem that you can solve. So that is something you need to be clear about, because if you're not clear on that, you don't know what to say. You don't know what's the message to put out there. You don't know how to solve their problems. Okay, so that's why you need to know what is the number 1 or even the number 3 pain points and struggles of your ideal customer, client, or business partner. And mistake number 3, you're not communicating precisely how your ideal customer can benefit from your offer. So, and that's because of you don't know who your ideal customer is, and you don't know what's the huge benefit, what's the one problem you can solve. So that's why you can't communicate it. Okay, so now here they come, my 5 easy steps to position yourself the right way so that you're speaking directly to the right people. Step number 1 is your vision. And Simon Sinek says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. And if you know the TED Talk, I can highly recommend to watch and listen to the TED Talk of Simon Sinek, where he's explaining why it is like this. Okay, why people don't buy what you do, but they buy why you do it. That is the most inspiring. It's strategy also that he's talking about. It's the most inspiring presentation in this kind of form that I ever heard or watched. So, your vision. Find your vision by answering these questions. Why did you start your business? What impact would you like to have with your business? And what makes you unique? Okay, what makes you different from everybody else in your company or in your field? And which benefit do you provide for your customers? And the last question is, how do you feel when you think of your happy customers? How does it make you feel? So, and answer these questions, write these down, and that will help you to really create your vision that will pull you out of bed in the morning and, like really keeps you going and going, even if you're still not quite seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Step number 2 is the expert status. Okay, you need to position yourself as an expert, as an authority, that people take you serious and really see you as someone who can answer their questions, who can solve their problems, and who can help them just build a better life, build a better business, be healthier, look better, feel better, anything that you can help them with. So, and the questions are, what are your 3 greatest strengths? Okay, think about that and write them down. This will also really help to build your self-esteem. Just a sip of water. Okay, then what's your superpower? Okay, this question may be a little bit difficult to answer for ourselves, but really think about what your friends say about you when they think about you. Like, what is the one thing that is really characteristical for you? And if you don't know, then go and ask your friends, or ask your spouse, or ask your children to really find out what's your superpower. And then, very important, why should your customers buy from you and not from someone else? Okay, because when you're in a network marketing company, there are thousands, even hundreds of thousands of reps that do the same thing, that have the same products. Or if you're a coach, a healer, anything else with a service-based business, there are so many out there that do the same thing that you do, that offer the same service. And why should they buy from you? So also think about and write them down. What are your qualifications? For example, what's your education? Or what kind of courses or seminars did you attend? What else? What kind of trainings did you do? You know, anything that that you did for your self-development. So, and then the next thing is, what personal experience have you had that qualifies you for running your business? So a lot of times with network marketing products, it's that you tried out the product and you had amazing results with it. You looked better, you felt better, you had more energy, you were losing weight, your skin looked better. Whatever it is, you have a personal experience and the reason why you love the products. So, and this is also something that you need to be clear on, and also, you know, think about what other experience qualifies you to run your business. Okay. So, step number 3 is your ideal customer. Very, very important. So, and you define your ideal customer first by demographics, which are male or female, how old, what's the marital status, do they have kids, what's the interests, you know, maybe you can even write down what kind of music do they listen to, what kind of books do they read, and what do they believe, and a lot of other things that, you know, come into your mind when it comes to those, let's say, hard facts, to the demographics. But then also you need to think about, where is your ideal customer at? Okay, so what's the status quo? What's the current situation they are facing? And then how does, I wrote she, so what does she feel? How does she feel with her current situation? And a lot of times it really helps to think back at your own situation when you got started, or maybe you're still, you know, in a really struggling situation. Think about how you feel. And because a lot of times our ideal customer is very similar to us. So they're either similar like us, or they also, they want to be like you, okay? So, and really think about, where's she at and how does she feel in the situation? Then what's her desired result? What's the outcome that you want? What's the goal? And then what would it be like if she would have already reached her goal? How would she feel if she reached her goal already? And then also think about, what's holding her back from reaching her goal? And how can you help her to get to her goal? Because you, and that should be really clear for you, you are the facilitator of the transformation. So you have your ideal customer who is in a painful situation, struggling, having challenges, want to make some money, want to look better, want to feel better, whatever. And you are the one who can help to build the bridge to get her where she wants to be, okay? So that's why you are the facilitator of the transformation, and that's why you need to be really clear on how can you help her to get to her goal. Step number 4 is your niche. So maybe you've already heard about red ocean and blue ocean. So when you're in health and wellness, for example, that is a really huge niche. And there are a lot of people that do the same. So, and you need to niche it down. So you need to find your blue ocean, you know, where there's not so much competition. And niching down really needs 2 things. And that is 1, your target audience, which is your ideal customer, client, or business partner, and your offer. So, you know, maybe you offer something that has a little bonus that sets you apart from everybody else. Or you can offer support, or you have a system or something that makes you better than everybody else, you know, and that is also your uniqueness. Your personal uniqueness also comes into play when it comes to that, to your offer, okay? So, but these things are really important to really find your niche, and like be clear about your ideal customer. That is like really the most important, and your offer. So, and how to become clear on your offer, that is step number 5. So, one thing you need to keep in mind: people buy results and emotions. They don't buy facts. That's why it doesn't make sense to tell them how amazing your products are. What's the ingredients in your shake? If they are vegan, if they are gluten-free, if they are pink, all of that doesn't matter. People buy results and emotions, so they only think about them. What can this product or what can this service do for me? Okay, and that's, you always have to think about when you're writing something in your messaging, have the benefit of your customer in mind and not yourself. Okay, so, and how to develop your offer. So you need to, for example, describe 10 results. Okay, try to find 10 results that your customers will get from using your products or your service. If you only get 5, that's fine, but try to find as many results as possible. So, next thing is describe the facts. What will your customer get? Okay, I said facts don't sell, but you need to know what it is that you offer, because if you don't know what it is that you offer, you can't communicate it. And then the 3rd step is to sell or to offer a system, a process, or a step-by-step plan. Okay, so when you have a coaching business, life coaching, business coaching, if you're a numerologist, if you're a healer, whatever it is, you have a process that you take your clients through. And when you have a network marketing business, then either maybe, hopefully, your company provides a system, you know, when you have a new prospect, what to do with this prospect, so that you must not, or that you don't need to explain everything on your own, because that is not duplicable or duplicatable. So you need to have a system, and you need to sell or offer the system, so that a new prospect, when it comes to building a team, getting business partners, that they see, oh great, it's not just a great product, but they also have an amazing system that really helps me to make it easy to show the business, to show the products, to show the compensation plan, and everything to their new prospects. So that will make it much, much easier to really build a team when you have a system in place. So, okay, here's an overview again, okay? So these 5 steps, these 5 elements, these are so necessary for your clear positioning. And this is your business foundation, okay? A lot of business owners fail, like they don't fail because because they don't want to succeed. They fail because they don't have the business foundation. So, and here you see again, so you have your vision, you have your expert status, you have your niche, you have your ideal customer, client, or business partner, and you have your offer. Okay? If you have any questions about it, just write them in the chat and I will answer them later. Okay, so why did you come to today's webinar? You're exhausted from working so hard without seeing the results you want. Or your business is more like an expensive hobby that costs you money. Or you feel overwhelmed and are tied to your phone or laptop all day, but you haven't accomplished much at the end of the day. You know, so you're busy all day, but at the end, you were not very productive. Then you need a clear strategy and a system that brings in sales and signups. Or you want to say goodbye to struggle and overwhelm. And you want to write your own success story and enjoy your financial freedom with your family. You need to make changes quickly because the financial pressure is growing. You can't afford another year without making a profit, and you need a system that works for you. And now I have 5 important questions for you. Would you like to get more customers and people for your business with ease? Would you like to finally take your business to the next level? And do you believe in yourself? And also, are you ready to give 100% for it? Are you really committed to your success? And the most important question is, do you need help? So if there are only 3 things you can take away from today's webinar, it's that you're capable of building a successful business. Everybody can do it, even you. And with the right system and strategy, you can grow your business and income with ease. So now maybe you're saying, Judith, you know what? I don't really have the time and I don't have the money. Then I'm sorry to say, but bad luck, because you will never have enough time or money. And if you're not taking action now, nothing will change. So you need to be really clear about this. Do you know what's the difference between you and successful people? The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of will. So I'm sure you know this saying. This is one of my favorite sayings, where there's a will, there's a way. So if you decide to be successful, to really step up and get your business off the ground, you will find a way. And I'm here to help you find the way. So if you need help with anything in your online marketing business, if you're struggling with your business foundation, if you're struggling being visible online, if you're struggling attracting the right people to you, if you're struggling and if you're overwhelmed with everything that comes with online marketing, apply for a free breakthrough strategy call with me. That is the free gift that I talked about in the beginning. So you'll find a link below this video. Click the link, schedule your call with me, and I will be happy to see you and to help you move forward in your business and finally create the business you love, and also create the life that you love when your business is running and thriving. Okay, so I see you on the call. Click the button below, schedule your call, and I talk to you soon. Bye.